of the place you should go. It's called the Len Amsterdam Radio Show. He plays country music, he plays rock and roll, a little bit of rap and some reggae, and a whole lot of soul. So if you want good music, the way it should be, take a little advice from an old cowboy like me. Hi, this is Clay Pierce coming at you, telling you if you want to listen to some good music, log on to Len Amsterdam's radio show. Give them a listen. It's worth it, man. Way to go, Len. Keep them coming.
Hello, this is Len Amsterdam.
Hey, Len. This is Clay Pierce, and I'm calling in to do that interview for the Len Amsterdam show.
Geez, I'm really sorry, Clay, but I'm not going to have any time for you today. But just got off the phone with Dwayne Hitchcock, the agent for the Cavern Monkeys. He's lined up a gig for you at Hippie Hamster's Scented Candle and Hempfest.
I like that. That's cool.
Well, you better hear me out here. It's a nudist fest. It'll be 10,000 middle-aged screaming hippies smoking tons of dope, and it'll be a mosh pit of middle-aged flesh.
I like that. That's cool.
Well, you better hear me out, Clay. One of the stipulations that Mr. Hitchcock is put into the contract is that all performers must perform in the nude. 2 additional clauses in the contract would require you to cover your body in honey, because everybody knows that you draw more flies with honey than you do vinegar. The last clause would require you at the end of your stage show to turn around and moon the audience for shock value.
I like that. That's cool.
Hey, did you hear about the time that Len Amsterdam was tending bar in St. Bullets when Shelley walked in and took a seat at the bar? Len was busy pouring a prior order when Shelley said in a loud voice, "Hey, Canadian, get over here and pour me a drink." Well, Len, keeping a cool head, walks over and says, "Miss, we take pride in our country, and I'm a very well-rounded, articulate fellow who's just looking to better himself in life. So I would like to be treated with a little more respect, please." Shelley replied, "Save it, Canadian. Just get me a drink." So Len says, "Let's change places so you can see just how it feels when someone is so rude." And with that, they change places. Shelley gets behind the bar, and Len takes a seat and exclaims, "Hey, woman, get me a drink."
Hello, you've reached the infamous Len Amsterdam from the Len Amsterdam show, heard and seen worldwide. Can I help you?
Hello, Len. This is Lord Harry from Germany.
Well, how you doing, Lord Harry from Germany? I've been expecting your call. Right on schedule. Since you're a country music artist, do you think you might be able to start it all off with a big yee-haw from overseas?
Well, I will give it my best shot, Len.
Okay, folks, I know this is going to be a good one. Take it away, Harry. That's twisted. Good one, Lord Harry.
Len, please, the questions.
Okay, here we go. Why country music?
Why country music? Well, as a child, I hear Johnny Cash with Ring of Fire. I could not understand what he said, but the sound touched me. From this moment on, I liked country music. I believe country music comes from the soul, and pop music from the business.
What makes for a good country song?
A good country song, Len, it's not easy to say, but I think the song must have a good story to tell and a catchy tune.
What kind of music do you like to listen to?
I like to hear also rock music and punk and good love songs and. In every way open, if you take my meaning.
Now, you seem to be a big fan of American culture. Why is that?
German mentality is not typical for me. I was born in Germany, but in my head and heart I'm American. The people in America are more open and live so how I also find it to be good. The United States are a great nation.
What do you think about the use of the internet by independent musicians to promote their cause?
It gives a lot of groups and country unions. There will you find German cowboys. In Germany is another music on the peak. It's fine by me.
Well, this has been the debut appearance of Lord Harry on the Len Amsterdam hotline, and I would really recommend you check out the music of Lord Harry from Germany, and I hope Lord Harry can come back often. You get the final word, Harry.
Keep it country and Heinz ketchup. I love it. It's America. Chain in the rain, golden bright in the morning. It's a wonderful place to be here, to be free. Rainbow light on my side, feel alright in the homeland, yeah. Stars and stripes, that's alright in the USA. Rainbow light on my side, feel alright in the homeland, yeah. Stars and stripes, that's alright in the USA. Fairy tale of my life, it's again every morning. It's a wonderful land, to be here, to be safe. Rainbow light on my side, feel alright in the homeland, yeah. Stars and stripes, that's alright in the USA. Rainbow light on my side, feel alright in the homeland, yeah. Stars and stripes, that's alright in the USA. Here's a word of the law, look around and move on. It's a wonderful place, it's a USA. Rainbow light on my side, feel alright in the homeland, yeah. Stars and stripes, that's alright in the USA. Rainbow light on my side, feel alright in the homeland, yeah. Stars and stripes, that's alright in the USA.
Hey, did you hear about the time that Len Amsterdam was tending bar in St. Bullets when Shelley walked in and took a seat at the bar? Len was busy pouring a prior order when Shelley said in a loud voice, "Hey Canadian, get over here and pour me a drink." Well, Len, keeping a cool head, walked over and says, "Miss, we take pride in our country, and I'm a very well-rounded, articulate fellow, who is just looking to better himself in life. So I would like to be treated with a little more respect, please." Shelley replied, "Save it, Canadian, and just give me a drink." So Len says, "Let's change places so you can see just how it feels when someone is so rude." And with that, they change places. Shelley gets behind the bar, and Len takes a seat and exclaims, "Hey woman, get me a drink." To which Shelley immediately replies, "We don't serve Canadians."
Let me save you some time and your peace of mind. Don't try to go home, 'cause it ain't home no more. Sometimes you gotta get it out of your system. Go back to the places you recall. But take it from this wizened stranger. The places don't exist after all. And maybe they only live in your memory. But really isn't that the place they belong? So tuck away the pictures for safekeeping. Then take hold of your life and move on. See, what you're looking for is not a place but a feeling of Mama in her old cotton dress and kids squealing as they jump in the water. Don't bother looking, 'cause they're ghosts like the rest. And so they only live in your memory. Let me tell you, that's a safe place to file. So pull them out once in a while and shed a teardrop. But not for loss, but because they make you smile. Hot summer evening, got the wings in the pickup road down. Headed for my favorite spot on the outskirts of town. Dropped 2 quarters in the jukebox, put some Buck-Owens records on. We're gonna have some fun tonight at the Triple Service Bar. Millie's in the kitchen cooking pancakes, band's getting ready to play. Couples already on the dance floor, gonna dance the night away. Uncle Hal, here's another sad story, says this one's on the house. We'll find a place to spend the night, then at the Triple Service Bar. Well, there's no place anywhere near this place that's quite like this place. Everyone knows and everyone goes, this must be the place. We heard it come Sunday morning, but I don't look that far. Been a hell of a day and I'm ready to play at the Triple Service Bar. It's quite like this place. Everyone knows and everyone goes, this must be the place. Be heard come Sunday morning, but I don't look that far. Been a hell of a day and I'm ready to play at the Triple Service Bar. Been a hell of a day and I'm ready to play at the Triple Service Bar.
They let us out of the closet, set us on the road, doing what we always wanted, made and played on the radio. We'd like to thank our sponsors for putting us on the show. Len Amsterdam and Jerry Mack and good old Country Roads. Ain't got no big producers, ain't got no corporate wealth, just got some songs we write and sing and play all by ourselves. You're tired of the effluent on commercial radio? Just tune in Len and Jerry Mack and good old Country Roads.
Hi, this is Shelley from Red River, along with my faithful white Red River wolf, and you're listening to the Len Amsterdam Show on WLEN Radio. All indie, all the time.
I fall to pieces. That's enough out of you, Mickey. Some things cannot be explained, nor should they. Either you are a believer or you are not a believer. Ladies and gentlemen, Len Amsterdam Show is pleased to present the greatest female country singer of the 20th century. How are you, Patsy?
Well, I was pretty darn good up till just a minute ago. What the heck was that screeching? Was that you, Len Amsterdam?
Well, I know I'm no Hank, but that hurt. Anyways, let's get to the hard-hitting questions. Did you sleep with Willie Nelson to get him to write all those hits?
Is that what he told you? Honey, I always knew Willie was a great storyteller, but come on. I'll tell you what made me record Willie's songs. Pity. You see, Willie was barely scraping by back then, and he sure wasn't making a living on his good looks, if you know what I mean. So he had this little song that he sang for me one night backstage at the Opry. He said he called it Crazy, and I said, honey, you are so right. But I said, well, let me think about it. I think maybe we can fit it in on my next recording session. I like to give Willie a hard time. So I took it to Owen Bradley, and he said, let's do it. So, of course, I sang the hell out of that song, if I do say so myself. And there you go, honey. Willie had his career, thanks to old Patsy.
So what do the folks in country heaven do to let down their hair and get loose like a goose?
You know, Len Amsterdam, we have a good old time up here. Sometimes we just sit around and listen to that country music y'all listen to, and we laugh. But usually we just have a big old party. I have to herd all those cowboys to get them to pay attention to the picking and singing and less attention to the drinking. But you ain't never heard a jam session like we got. Old Hank and I, we alternate closing the show, so some nights I sit around backstage waiting for my turn, and I check the clock on the wall. Pretty soon I hear, good Lord willing and the creek don't rise, blah, 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 blah. It's not like we ain't all heard that a million times, and I see Tammy out there in the audience just rolling her eyes. But we like to tease Hank a lot. But on the nights when I ain't closing the show, I like to use a little trick I learned a long time ago from Jerry Lee Lewis. I am an impossible act to follow. I close out my portion with my version of Faded Love with that cry at the end. I even catch a tear glistening in old Bob Will's eye. Then I saunter backstage past old Hank and I say, good luck, Elijah.
So Hank, Johnny, June, and Tammy made it through the pearly gates like you? What about Don Rich?
Honey, what do you think? We've been waiting for those good old boys and girls for a while, especially Don Rich. I ain't saying Don's a crybaby or anything, but I got tired of him whining all the time.
Buck?
Boy, if Buck was here, you'd hear some pretty good picking.
Oh, no Buck.
Yeah, Don, go back and practice playing Buckaroo some more. But Mother Maybelle, well, you should have seen the look on her face when first June, then old Johnny come through those doors. It made even old Patsy shed a tear.
Now, there's plenty of hype in the mainstream media prior to this interview that it would be nothing more than channeling trickery.
What the hell is channeling?
Well, as I said with the opening of this piece, you are either a believer or you are not a believer. Len Amsterdam has been very pleased to bring you the greatest country female singer, songwriter of the 20th century. Just one last question for you. What do they listen to in country heaven?
Everybody here's listening to the Len Amsterdam show. Just don't sing anymore, okay?